songs of America's folk heroes. I'm Liz Stevenson.
And I'm Julie Schlosser.
And this week we're going to be talking about Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was a former slave who escaped from slavery in 1849. After making the difficult journey north to freedom, she was so upset that not everyone was free, she turned around and went back to help lead other slaves to freedom.
Along the way, the groups of slaves traveled on the Underground Railroad, which was a secret network of safe houses and sympathetic people who would help escaping slaves travel north. Harriet Tubman is the most famous conductor on the Underground Railroad, making 19 trips and guiding around 300 people, including her family, to freedom. She was given the nickname Moses because she was leading her people to freedom, and the field song, "Go Down, Moses," was used among enslaved people to let one another know that Harriet Tubman was coming to lead them north on the Underground Railroad.
During the Civil War, Harriet Tubman helped the Union soldiers by serving as cook and nurse, but her knowledge of the southern states and how to travel in secret came in handy when she volunteered to spy for the Union Army. The information she gathered led to a successful raid across the Combahee River in 1863. Not only did Harriet help plan the raid with her knowledge of the area and the placement of the Confederate troops and mines, but she is also credited with helping to lead the military operation. The Combahee raid allowed over 700 slaves to escape to freedom.
After the war, Harriet returned to her home in Auburn, New York, and continued to help freed slaves. Her door was always open to former slaves looking for her help starting a new life. She did not have much because she was not paid for her work during the Civil War due to the color of her skin. But what she did have, she shared with her family and used to help former slaves. She died of pneumonia in 1913 in the aged care home she helped create and which was named after her. Next, we'll teach you a song about Harriet Tubman.
The Underground Railroad was such an important thing because it allowed African slaves to escape north to freedom. But how did they know about it? It was a secret. They weren't allowed to talk freely and openly about their plans to escape. Their masters would never allow that. So the slaves had to find a secret way to communicate, to let one another know about the organization, the Underground Railroad, that could help them escape slavery. One way they found was to sing songs with coded secret messages in them. Many of the songs that slaves sang in the fields or while going about their work worked on 2 levels. The first level being what the words literally mean, and the second level being the secret message with instructions about how to escape to freedom. For example, the song Wade in the Water is about wading in some water, but it also contains instructions for slaves to cross as many streams as possible as they're running to escape north. The reason was, if you were being followed and the people following you were using dogs to try to track your scent, the dogs would become confused when you crossed a stream. They would lose track of your trail, and that would help you escape. Another song, Follow the Drinking Gourd, gave instructions to look up and find the Big Dipper in the sky, or the drinking gourd, and use that to navigate and find the North Star and follow that star north to freedom. The song Go Down Moses was used as a code to let slaves know that Harriet Tubman herself was on her way to lead another band north to freedom. Today we'll look at a famous song, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, and we'll talk a little bit about what do the words literally mean and what do we think the secret message was that helps them get to freedom. Here's the first part of the song. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. What do we think that might mean? Swing low literally means come down, but we think it might have also been code for come down, not down from heaven to earth, but down from the north into where there was slavery in the southern states. Swing low, sweet chariot. Sweet chariot. On the first level, that means a heavenly vehicle or something coming down from heaven. But we think that the chariot that they're talking about in the song is the Underground Railroad. Coming for to carry me home. In the literal meaning of the song, this is talking about coming up into heaven, your heavenly home. But we think it's really a cry out to come and take me up north to freedom in the northern states or to Canada. Swing low, coming into the slave states. Sweet chariot, Underground Railroad, coming for to carry me home into the northern free states or Canada. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. The verses of this song are also full of coded messages. I'm going to gives you an idea of some of the ways that former slaves would code information in their songs, that no one could really know what they were talking about except other people who understood about the Underground Railroad, and how singing these songs could help them communicate the way to safety and to freedom. Next, we're going to help you write your own coded message in a song.
So we've learned a little bit about how enslaved peoples used songs as codes to give directions to places they needed to go for safety on their way to freedom. So we're going to try something a little bit like that today and create our own coded song with a set of directions in it. Now, I'm thinking that we're going to be starting at Island Park. Most of you know where Island Park is in Blossburg. So keep that in mind as I sing this song that I made with some codes in it that will give you directions to someplace else in Blossburg. See if you can figure out where. Here we go. First you're playing in the trees, then moving across the water you see. Going to a place with many titles, gone and open an adventure there. Next someone is putting the fire out, or giving you lots to learn about. Going to the place with many titles, gone and open an adventure there. Looking for red, looking for white, looking for a strong and sturdy sight. Going to the place with many titles, gone and open an adventure there. Going to the place with many titles, gone and open an adventure there. Did you figure out where we're going in our song? Let's take a look back at the lyrics and see if we could find some clues. So if you're playing in the trees, that was our first part. I think that's probably where we started, at Island Park. Lots of trees there where you can go play. If you're playing in the trees, then moving across the water that you see. Is there some water near Island Park? I think so. So how would you go across it? Maybe a bridge. Yeah, there's some bridges there. So maybe you walk across the bridge. That's giving you some directions. And there's a little clue of where we're heading to. Going to a place with many titles. What could that mean? Does it have lots of different names? Or maybe something else? We're gone and open an adventure there. Opening an adventure. Where could you go on an adventure with something that you could open? Think about that one a little bit. Let's look at that next verse though. Next, someone is putting a fire out. Is there some place after you cross the bridge that people would be around to put fires out? Yeah, the fire department's over on that side of town. Giving you lots to learn about. Is there a place near there that you would go to learn a lot of things? Yeah, the school. So somewhere around the fire department in the school after we go over the bridge, down on that side of town. We're going to a place with many titles, gonna open an adventure there. Many titles. What are some things that have titles? Maybe newspaper articles, maybe songs, maybe books. Gonna open an adventure there. I think we might be on the right track. Looking for red, looking for white. So we'll have to look around for something red and white. Looking for a strong and sturdy sight. A building that's red and white that looks really strong and sturdy. What would be something really strong and sturdy you could make a building out of that might make it red? Oh, yeah, bricks. So a red brick building with some white that's near the fire station and the school, across the bridge. Did you get it? Looking for a place with many titles. Books have titles. We're gonna open an adventure there. So if we go to a place that has lots of books, we can open for an adventure. Where did we end up? You got it, at the library. And you can go there too to read some more stories about Harriet Tubman or other heroes that we've learned about. But first, we'd like you to come up with your own coded song. So think of maybe a place you'd like to give directions to in town, or even maybe a secret code about, something that's your favorite food or favorite animal, and see if we can figure it out. So it's up to you. It's your idea, and you can write an email to share your song or your poem, or you could take a video and share that with us also on the Blossburg Memorial Library Facebook page. Can't wait to hear what you come up with. We hope you've had a great time learning about the American folk hero Harriet Tubman. Don't forget to send your ideas for your own secret message song.
If you liked learning about Harriet Tubman and want to know more about her story or the Underground Railroad, be sure to check out a grab-and-go book from the Blossburg Library. We'll see you next time.